And we are starting this bulletin with some breaking news coming in, where 5 BJP MLAs have been suspended from Telangana Assembly for protesting in the well of the House. This against the Muslim and Scheduled Tribe Reservation Bill. Suspended BJP MLAs have walked out of the Assembly wearing black bands. So that's the latest information coming in from Telangana. Remember, a lot of controversy, a lot of opposition was before that special bill that was being introduced to hike the quotas for Muslims in educational institutions and workplaces to 12%. And now we see 5 BJP MLAs have been suspended from the Assembly, who later... All right, I'm joined by BJP's Krishna Sagar Rao, who's joining me on the latest. Mr. Rao, can you please tell us what happened in the Assembly?
See, Archana, what is happening in Telangana state is that the state government has utterly failed in delivering the promises it made during the polls. So now CM KCR wants to somehow survive and protect his party so that he can come back to power in a pre-term election he's planning next year. So in the process of that, for the Muslim vote bank politics, he's moving an unconstitutional bill which is 12% Muslim reservations, when the Constitution nor the Supreme Court allows anything more than 50% of the actual reservations, and the religious-based reservations have been struck out and are unconstitutional as per the Indian Constitution. Knowing very well and knowing that this particular bill is not going to see the day of the light of the day, still KCR is going ahead and playing into this minority vote bank politics and making a fool of Muslims in the state. So Bharatiya Janata Party is protesting, and in a shameful act of undermining democracy, our legislators are not allowed to speak in the Assembly, and they have been suspended and thrown out of the Assembly.
Okay, but do you think the TRS can go ahead, in its process of what the opposition is claiming, bulldozing the opposition, because you just have 5 members in the Assembly and there's virtually no opposition for KCR Rao?
No, but this bill can never become implementable.
Okay.
He's only doing it to mislead the Muslim population and fool them, because it is not under his purview that the reservations can be amended. It is under the central government purview. It is not in the state list. It is Article 16(4) which has to be amended if at all you have to exceed 50% of reservations. And now, just imagine the lowest level of politics he's playing in this state. The state has 12.68% of Muslim population, and then he's proposing 12% Muslim reservations, meaning almost 100% of Muslim population here will get reservations. So you can understand the level to which he's stooping, and he is actually making a mockery of the reservation system in this country, and also trying to completely override the constitutional rights for reservations of the BCs, SCs and STs by proposing this reservation. Nowhere in the country where, in Lakshadweep we have 98% of Muslim population, in Kashmir we have 68%, in West Bengal we have 35%, in Assam we have 25%, and 21% in Uttar Pradesh. Nowhere in this country that any political party has proposed this level of reservations for Muslims, targeting Muslims. Okay. Because Muslims doesn't have caste. And reservations by Ambedkar proposed reservations not on the basis of economic backwardness, but the backwardness in social issues and caste differentiation and oppression of caste for so many years. Now, to bring in a religion which doesn't have a caste system, which is not socially oppressed, they might be economically backward. That's a different story. But you cannot bring in, economically backward issue into a caste issue, caste-based reservation issue, and that too from another religion, and push it on, on a complete state when you don't have even a purview legally to do it. So it is atrocious, and CM KCR thinks he's the 8th or 9th Nizam of Hyderabad. He thinks this is not a state, it's a country. He is going to face the wrath of the people because the upper castes are completely, out on the streets, attacking him for the kind of reservation issues he has taken up. The BCs feel completely deceived. And
Mr. Rao,
Muslims
I'm
also
so sorry I have to
understand
interrupt you.
that he is making a...
Please hold on. Please stay on with us. I'm also joined by TDP's Revant Reddy. Mr. Reddy, you know, the TRS, it's a huge controversy that is taking place in South India, where the TRS is proposing to get 12% quota for Muslims in educational institutions and workplaces. And as the BJP just said that KCR thinks he's another Nizam of Telangana. What is your take on it?
So actually, this is not the KCR move. This is Congress Party move. That was in 2004. They made a 5% reservation to the Muslim backward section. After that, the High Court was rejected that decision taken by the Andhra Pradesh government. After that, they limited up to 4% reservation for Muslims. Now the KCR, that 4% increased up to 12%. This is only politically motivated resolution or bill they introduced in the assembly. Actually, the upper limit is 50% cap is there. Once that 50%, that 51% was that including 5%, then only High Court struck that GO. Now this KCR is having very much information and he has very much idea about this resolution or this bill. But he wanted to exploit a political advantage in this bill. That is why he is moving resolution in the assembly to increase up to 12%. Actually, he appointed one BC commission for the Muslims reservation. They recommended only 6%, which was 4% plus additional 6%. Ultimately, 10% they recommended for the reservation. But the KCR want to propose a 12% reservation for the Muslims.
Yeah.
So, and moreover, ST and ST people are having rights in the reservations in the constitution. Now he is included ST reservations also. He is going to increase ST reservations 6 to 12%, 10%. So now KCR is doing that BC B group for Muslims and ST reservation club in one bill. So that is ultimately political game, nothing but this is political game. He wanted to exploit Muslims voting system.
Okay.
That is why he is trying to get benefit from that bill.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Revant Reddy, for speaking to India Today. So the opposition, both the BJP and TDP, accusing the KCR government of indulging into minority politics. Let's also listen in to those two BJP MLAs who walked out of the assembly.